Hi and welcome to this week's energy forecast. I am Rachel Thompson Phillips, the creator of the BU Oracle cards and also of the Sacred Online program. This week's energy forecast is for November the 18th through till November the 24th. We are getting closer and closer to Christmas. We are a few short weeks away, and this week's energy forecast is reminding us that we are abundantly supported and supplied for. So let's go in and discover how this message unfolds with the Oracle cards. So with Monday and Tuesday, the card of stop. What happens is we allow ourselves to get into a state of busyness. It's probably one of the greatest demises that we as humans have been led to believe, that unless we're busy, we're not being productive. Unless we're busy, we must be lazy. Unless we're busy, then we mustn't be chasing our dreams and so forth. And it continues on. We have been taught that we need to stay constantly busy. And all this does is that it just slowly wears ourselves down, especially as we lead towards the silly season, where things are naturally going to get increased in we're going to speed up, and we are really going to get busier as we lead up to Christmas. But it doesn't need to mean that doesn't mean that we need to stay busy within our own self. Sometimes we can avoid going within our own self because we like to stay busy. It's like a trauma response where we hide away from the truth of what our soul is trying to reveal to us and hide behind the excuse of being busy. Monday and Tuesday is really encouraging you that deep within you is a place that requires some nurturing, some solace from the craziness, and a place to rebuild your hopes, your dreams, your inspiration, your belief in your own self, and fill your cup up. But to also gain access to that soulful communication that your soul is trying to really communicate to you. And as we know, intuition can be something that is very, very subtle. And so therefore, how the hell are we going to be able to hear or feel in or tune into that intuitive guidance if our mind is so busy? Our soul is saying to us that we need to almost take a break from our own self because our mind has just been crazy busy, and not to mention all the huge transformational energetic shifts that have been occurring. We have been in a heightened sense of hypersensitivity towards everything. The last month or so has been huge for everyone. Now it's time to take a reprieve and to allow our nervous system to calm down, for us to gain more access to our intuition, to tune into the most trusted source, because there is some beautiful information that is trying to relay through to you, but in a state of busyness, you're not always being able to access the depth of what that soulful information that's coming through. So Monday and Tuesday, and how this ties back into how you're abundantly supported. We think that we need to be constantly busy in order to chase our dreams. We forget that your dreams start with what you do, who you are as a person. So if you're showing up to the universe and you're exhausted and you're chasing yourself and you are running around with your head chopped off, guess what? You only attract more of that energy. The universe is saying to you, you will always be divinely and abundantly supported. Now that is an essence, a belief within, which doesn't require you to be busy or hustle, hustle, hustle. It's about being in alignment. And so your soul is encouraging you that if you know that you will be abundantly supported, then you do not need to be running around with your head chopped off. It's about setting that energy within you. And within you, right at this moment, it's a little bit frazzled, and now it's time to reset that energy. Now this continues on through Wednesday through to Friday, which is the card of soul, where it's that gentle reminder that the internal conversations that you have with yourself is going to be the best relationship you ever have. If you are in a place, what usually happens is when we have been in that state of busyness and hustle and chasing ourselves, our internal dialogue is usually directed towards pushing ourselves, putting ourselves down, using language like, you've got this, you can get your shit together, you can do this, stop effing around, all of that kind of really very, very, I want to use the word dark energy, because we're not allowing the light of our soul to come through when we are communicating like that with our own self. And so therefore that is also depleting our energy as well on a huge holistic level, on a mind, body, soul and spirit. So Wednesday through to Friday is to catch yourself out when you are emotionally abusing yourself and putting yourself down, to remind yourself, I am a gorgeous divine soul, and the relationship and the way that I communicate to my own self is the most paramount one that you can have. Now, this is that moment of moving into that divine goddess energy, that feminine softness that encourages and supports and motivates you to be able to achieve those things that you want, but inspired through a completely different energy, rather than that male dominated energy where it's force, push, make shit happen and get in your own face to do that. This is about being reminded to be in flow, being in alignment. And remember, Monday and Tuesday was about bringing ourselves back into alignment. And we want to be able to continue that forward for the rest of the week, to be in alignment. Allow ourselves to be in flow. And if you find that you have dropped back into that space of busyness, the moment that you become consciously aware of that, reset your energy by going within and pulling your energy back within to you. Reset your energy so that you are in alignment, and then flow is a natural extension, and therefore we are attracting things to us rather than forcing and pushing and shoving to get what we want. We allow our energy to be the attraction frequency that attracts what it is that we want. And as you can see, come the weekend, when we stay in alignment, we stay in flow, success becomes paramount, because as we can see, the card of for the weekend is the World, which means success is guaranteed when we stay in alignment and flow. And therefore the world does become your oyster. You start realizing that you can manifest quickly. Money starts showing up. You have an abundance of time, you have an abundance of energy, you have an abundance of support, you have an abundance of soulful communication on every level. So the world and the success of what it is that you are wanting to achieve starts being drawn to you, because you become a magnet for these miracles and for the manifestation to appear. So as you can see, the world at the end of the week all begins with being in alignment at the start of the week, continuing on through the midweek to stay in flow, and therefore you become this gorgeous attraction magnet to attract all the success that you're wanting. Because remember, our energy is what sets the vibration for what it is that starts being attracted to us. So the soul this week is really encouraging us to go in and reset our energy, to become more conscious of how is it that you do want to show up. Yes, we can show up in the world and be frantic and crazy and busy, but is that really the way that you do want to show up in this world? Or would you much rather be in alignment, being in flow, enjoying the life that you are creating, understanding that you are the conscious creator? So the world exists within you first. And this is where we start to take our personal power back, because when we're busy, we're giving our power away to chasing ourselves. When we sit in alignment and flow, we actually step into our power by being able to acknowledge on a soul level that I am an abundant manifester. I can create magic and miracles every single day by being consciously aware of the energy of what it is that I want to create. If you want to create something, then you need to become a match for that energy for it to actually even come into your frequency. So I really love the thing that's coming into my consciousness right at this moment is whatever it is that you are wanting to manifest more of, become aware of what that is. Think about and feel into the frequency of what that thing is that you want to manifest. and then allow yourself to sit in that energy and just literally feel it being drawn and pulled into your vortex, just through the power of intention, alignment, and flow, and your energy becoming a match. And if you find that anything takes you out of that state, that's okay. Go and take 5 minutes out for your own self, reset your energy. And literally, the thing that I can keep seeing in my mind, which is sort of not so much giving me the giggles, but it's my way of my soul saying, share this. It's almost like, when you see movies where something is literally being drawn into their vortex through the energy of a person. That is the feel that I get around this week. Whatever it is that you want to manifest, become the energy frequency and draw it in through the energy that you set within your own self. So remember, busyness isn't always a great thing. Busyness can be a really great distraction tactic that derails you from being able to achieve the very things and have the very things that you want. So if you find that you move into a space of being really busy, my greatest advice is go in and explore. Why are you choosing to be so busy when you can choose to be in alignment and flow? So wishing you an incredibly abundant week. As always, remember, your soul is guiding you every single step of the way. It's there to support you. It's there to show these patterns. It's also there to remind you of that strength that exists within. So have an incredibly fabulous week. Much love to you all. Feel free to share this with anyone you think that would love to hear this message. And remember, you are a gorgeous divine soul that is put on this earth to live an abundant life. That becomes a choice. So have a fabulous, fabulous week and take care and be good and kind to yourself.